friends, and welcome back to my crafty space. My name is Crystal, and in today's video, I am going to be putting together my week 4 Project Life spread for my 2021 album. For this week's spread, I am using the last bits of my Kindness Story Kit from Ali Edwards. So this is the kit that I crushed in the month of January, and I had just a few things left over to use for Project Life spread this week. So what I did is I just went through and filled out all of my journaling cards here, and then my plan is to use some embellishments along with some label stickers, and I have a couple sheets of these to help me add a little bit more context to some of these photos and kind of go from there. So I am going to go ahead and put you guys on fast forward while I get everything assembled here, and then once everything is completed, we will slow back down and close out with some last remarks here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, you guys, so let's start by working on this title card first. Now, this title card was actually half of one of the 4x6 cards, but I used a portion of the original card on the spread where I made the patchwork heart, a story about my son. So I did make sure to salvage a 3x4 of it because I knew that I was going to be able to use some of those patterns in my Project Life spread as well. So what I did is I just took one of those label stickers, put it directly in the middle, and then I'm going to add my date stamps from the week onto the label. One of the things with this set of labels is that they are made from some kind of material that's a little bit on the silkier side. The newer labels that you can get from Ali, they are in the Storytelling Basics collection, are made out of paper rather than whatever this slicker surface is, which makes them much better in my opinion because they take on ink so much better. The silkier ones, you have to be super careful with them because your ink, especially like your stamping ink, can smear if it's not dry enough, and it does take a little bit of extra time to dry. So once I had that done, I'm going to move on to placing my embellishments around my spread. I originally was going to make this a little bit on the lighter side, maybe add some of those plastic words and then a few of the gold foil, or I guess they're rose gold foil starbursts on some of the pictures, and then just maybe 1 or 2 embellishments per photo. But then I remembered that when I did my journaling for this week, the cards were very much about finding kindness, stories of kindness, an act of kindness that made my day, things like that. So when I filled in my journaling, I didn't really say very much about the actual photos that I picked. I did talk about seeing my family a little bit because we did go and have dinner at my parents' house to celebrate my dad's birthday, which was actually it was the last week. So we waited a week to be able to go see them. And I talked about a message that I received on Instagram that was it came at a really great time for me when I really needed a little bit of encouragement. So I talked about that and just, really focused on stories from this week, but stories where we experienced or where I experienced kindness. So what I wanted to do for the rest of my spread was to add some label stickers on top of the photos, and then to use my Slick Writer pen, which works perfectly on these slicker surfaces, to add journaling for context of what that photo actually was about. So that is what I'm going to work through here. And as I'm doing it, I will decide to just add a whole bunch of embellishments and, throw caution to the wind, basically. So it will be, for most of them, there will be a cluster of 3 things on each photo. There will be a portion of a label, some kind of plastic word for some of the photos, one of the starbursts for some of the photos, and the chipboard. And it really is going to allow me to use up most of the product that I had remaining, and that also felt really good. So I'm totally okay with it. So I figure what I can do now is just talk you through a little bit of the photos that I picked this week and why and the stories associated to them. The one that I just did of me outside, we live in a neighborhood, but our mailboxes are at the front of our neighborhood. They're not actually outside of our homes, which I really wish my mailbox was at the base of my driveway. Like, I really, really wish that. Because it means we have to walk all the way to the front of the neighborhood to get our mail. Unless the drivers decide to leave it on our porch. So because we are at home all the time and it's freezing cold, we don't often go to the mailbox. So that was just a picture of me out in the cold going to the mailbox to go pick up the mail. And it ended up being a good mail day, so it was well worth it. The one I'm working on right now, on Monday, we took our cats to the vet, and we were bad cat parents. We adopted a kitten back in September and then never actually took him to the vet. So, I mean, he came from a family. He didn't come from like the wild or anything, but we still should have taken him a whole lot sooner because it turns out he has fleas. And so now our other cat has fleas, and now our home also has fleas. So we are treating our home. We are vacuuming every day. That's why I have a picture of me in the vacuum, because I'm vacuuming my house every day and spraying it with flea spray and, you know, all that fun stuff. On the bright side, flea spray, or at least the one we have, is basically made out of essential oils. So it's clove and cinnamon, maybe, or something like that. So it actually smells really good. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it entirely. I've also got a couple pictures there of Isabella and Ryan, the neighbor boy, that I took after one of our virtual art classes. The kids were making a snowy day type of art, you know, or what I want to say, impression of the art that is from the Snowy Day book. I forget who the artist is. I want to say that it's Keats, like Ezra Keats, something like that. I think I got that right. And then the picture that's next to Izzy holding up the artwork is me after my sister, my younger sister, asked me to be her matron of honor. So I was really excited, and she gave me a little like gift box full of all these goodies, and I held it up and had her take a picture of me. And, you know, of course I said yes. And so that's really exciting. She's getting married this November. So that will be so, so fun. And I think, you know, that's pretty much the stories from this week. All right, friends. So that finishes my Project Life spread for this week. I loved the way that it came together. I went a little bit nuts on the embellishing this time, which is not typically what I do. I usually go with very simplistic embellishing, but this time I just was feeling the urge to use all the things and get them down on a spread. So that's what I did. So in this kindness kit, the only thing that I have remaining, aside from the story stamp, which, you know, you never use up a stamp, it just, you know, is usable always. I have 2 chipboard pieces, which I'm going to just add into my chipboard stash. And then I have a full sheet of labels plus about half of a second one. I believe that I actually got 2 sets of these as the add-on, or unless they came with 4 sheets. There was originally 4 sheets, so I am down to just 1.5. And then I've also got most of the phrase stickers left here, which they will get used eventually. I pull these out all the time, so that's not too big of a deal for me. So that is it. That's all I have left from kindness. I can officially call that kit crushed, and I am just very pleased with how this spread came together and how I was able to tell both like matter-of-fact stories, like taking the cats to the vet, and also kind of dig deeper and look for the stories of kindness throughout the course of this week. And that's what I put on those journaling cards that are sprinkled around. So that is that. I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this spread come together. And if you did, I would love a thumbs up down below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can see all of the content I have coming your way on Thursday. So tomorrow, I will be going live here on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, working on the next 2 days in my Week in the Life album. So I only have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday left, 3 total. So this week we're going to be working on Friday and Saturday. So Friday this week, I will have my next Story Kit Crush project planning video coming out. That is going to be for the Cozy Story Kit, in addition to the first project with that kit. So all of that will be on my channel on Friday. So we have that to look forward to as well. Until then, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Maybe I will see you back here tomorrow night. If not, then that's okay, and I will just catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a great day.